Hi there. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're going to be going over why it's important for a business to have a separate business banking account versus commingling funds with the personal. If that's a topic that you're interested in, go ahead and grab a pen, paper, and a drink, and we'll jump in. My name is Lynette. I am going to be your host. I'm the founder of AT Pros Inc., and we are a specialty accounting, tax, and CFO service that we work exclusively with specialty trade contractors, hopefully like yourself. So anyways, stick around and we'll jump right into our topic. Thank you. So why your trade business needs a separate bank account. So I have actually had some clients that have come to me at the very beginning and they commingled their funds. The problem with that is that some accountants actually don't know who you are or what you have or what's going on, and they may misclassify something because business or personal expenses should not be in a business account. So they could reclassify something as insurance. And then we find out later that it was for a spouse's personal vehicle and deduct that. And then later on, the IRS may audit you. And then we find out that it wasn't even an expense anyways. So one of the reasons why it's really super important, but we're going to go over all the different steps, why it matters, and then some scenarios of who did have some and who didn't have the bank accounts, and why it's so important. So business account, that's where it should go. Personal account, where it shouldn't go. We're going to talk about what happens if you don't separate those finances. So what is a separate business bank account? And I know this topic is simple. Some people need some reminders though. So we're just going to be talking about that. If you already know these things, it's okay. You may learn something new. So mixing business and personal, it says most contractors, but I'm going to say some contractors. So all money flows through one account. Job income lands next to the grocery charges. Hard to know what the business actually earns. Tax prep becomes a guessing game. It blurs the legal line between you and the business, and it looks very unprofessional to lenders and clients. Keeping them separate. So what it should look like: a business income deposits. The business income is deposited into the business account. Business expenses are paid from the business account. Personal draws taken as transfers or payroll or distributions. Clean, clear records year-round. And if you have an LLC or an S corporation, it protects that entity. It also makes bookkeeping, taxes, and loans straightforward. So it doesn't necessarily make it easier to do taxes or bookkeeping. It just makes it cleaner. So there's no expenses that are calculated or entered incorrectly, or maybe even possibly if the bookkeeper enters something and the tax person catches it the following year, it's never planned properly. So it's always just better to keep it separate and nice and clean. So why it matters for your trade business. It's required to protect your LLC. So mixing and commingling funds can actually pierce the corporate or LLC veils, and it can void your liability protection. There's a reason why people set up LLCs and S corporations, and it's not just for tax purposes. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't go into the legalities of that, but it's definitely something that has more benefits than just tax benefits. So number 2, clean books equals lower tax bills. There's less guessing. We don't have to worry about if something's misclassified or if it's actually, missed completely. There's a possibility of that too. So we want to make sure that our clients have a clean set of books so that we always know what their real tax liabilities are going to be. Number 3, you'll know if the business is profitable. So let's say that you ran all of your personal expenses through your business account, and at the end of the month you had $400, but in reality your business actually made $5,000. It'd be really hard to determine if you made any profit. It's going to look like you didn't make any because you have your business expenses running through there. So that is another reason why you do not want to have that your business running through your personal account or your personal expenses running through your business account. It kind of goes both either way. The banks require it for business loans. So if you were ever trying to get a business loan or trying to extend a line of credit or buy a building or anything like that, the banks are not going to want to see your personal expenses commingled with your business. They're going to possibly turn you away or make it very difficult for you. They could even tell you to redo your books. So it is very important for growing your business. It also signals professionalism. So your vendors, your clients, everything like that, when they're paying or when they're receiving a payment from you, they're going to see that it's a business, not your personal name or you and your spouse's names. So it kind of shows that you're not really running a real business, even though you are. It just looks less legit. It might make them kind of go, oh, the next time that they want to hire you or use you. It also makes audits less painful. And the reason why is because when I have a client that it's been a while, but if a client came to me and we're being audited, it is really hard to separate those expenses and try and get the backup data that can defend the client. The IRS does know. They're very smart, and they will look up how things work. They'll look up your vendors or who you pay to make sure that they're business accounts. So it's very important to have that. It also cuts down on the expense that it would cost for you to have representation in an audit. So very important. Okay. Here's a scenario. We're going to use Dave's Roofing LLC. So Dave has an LLC, but he runs everything through his personal account. His revenue is $210,000. He thinks he's fine. The tax preparation is a nightmare. He's paying $800 or more just for his accounting, just for them to try and pull out all those personal expenses or the business expenses, or try and make sense of his books. His LLC protection is at risk. His attorney may not even know what he's doing. But an attorney in a client lawsuit argues his personal and business finances are the same, making Dave personally liable. So you have to keep it separate. Businesses are separate entities from the owners, and it should be ran like that, no matter if you're a sole proprietor or if you're a $2 million corporation. It should always be ran that way. The bank denies his equipment loan. He applied for a $35,000 loan to replace a damaged lift. No clean business statements to show. He was denied. He had to delay the job while he had his books fixed. He missed $6,200 in deductions. The business expenses were buried in his personal transactions, and they went uncategorized. You could say, let's say he went to Costco or something like that. He bought a bunch of business stuff, but he also bought some personal stuff. He didn't provide the receipt. His accountant classified it as a draw or personal money, and he lost out on those expenses. Always best to use two separate debit cards, especially if you go to the same place and buy personal and business. That way you have business expenses over here and you have personal over here, and they're never commingled. Basically, in his situation for Dave, he has an LLC on paper, but he's running it like he has no protection at all. So now Dave has his LLC fixed. He's running his business and his personal accounts separate. He's not commingling funds. His tax preparation is fast. It's accurate. His prep time drops by 40%. He's not billed for that extra amount. His LLC maintains its protection status. He's able to talk to his lawyer. The lawyer agrees. His books are protected. He got approved for the equipment loan. Yay. 12 months of clean business bank statements and financials. The lender approved the $35,000 lift loan within 1 week. He recovered all of his deductible expenses because he's running just his business expenses through the business account. There's nothing personal, so there's nothing missed. There's nothing blurred. There's nothing buried within personal expenses. So one simple change, a separate bank account. He fixed his taxes, his protection, and his financing. So a quick recap. A separate business account keeps business money completely apart from personal funds. Mixing accounts can void your LLC protection, making you personally liable. Clean separation means cleaner books, lower accounting costs, and easier tax prep. 4, lenders won't approve the business loans without clean business bank statements. 5, missed deductions are almost always caused by mixed accounts. You leave money on the table. And 6, it takes 30 minutes to open. There's no good reason not to have a business bank account. You take your federal ID number, your personal information, and you go open up your business. Treat your business like a business starting to when the first day you put your money in. So how do we help our clients? We do the bookkeeping setup and cleanup. We handle all the monthly financial statements. We do the deduction recovery. We make sure that all of your business expenses are accounted for properly. We review your business structure. We see if an LLC, an S corporation, partnership, or anything like that is best for you. Tax preparation for trade contractors. I specialize in specialty trades. I've been doing this for over 30 years. This is what I work on. I work with my clients on their taxes, specifically for contractors. Virtual CFO services. This is going to be your oversight. This is going to be the financial reviews of your records and the decisions to stay aligned as your business grows. So take the next step. If you're interested, We can help you clean up your accounts. We can help you clean up your finances. You could book a 30-minute call. The link is in our description. We also have a free handout. You're more than welcome to take it. It's for free. There's a link in the description. You can leave a comment below, or you could send us a message through our website, atprosinc.com. If you have any questions or concerns, there's no obligation or anything like that. We're here to help you. And last, if you found this helpful, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe, and you turn on the notifications. If you know anybody who else is thinking about maybe opening up their first business or anything like that, share this video with them. They might get something out of it, even if you walk away with one tip. I hope it helped, and it's still very important. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you get our next video. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.